Hi everyone, you're welcome again to another exciting time on this video. I'll be sharing with you guys the tips and settings for nightclub photography. We all know that nightclub photography tends to be very challenging to master considering the lighting value and the ever-changing movement in subject and the constant change in composition. So for us to get into nightlife photography, first off, let's look at the gears needed in shooting and carrying out a successful nightlife photographs. For the list of my gears, I have the number one is the lens. For my lens, I tend to use the wide angle lens, which is at the f 2.5 or 3.5, because this allows me to get more framing subjects into my composition and to tell stories of that particular moment. So the wide angle lens goes for me. And the next thing I look at is actually you can start off with a low light camera or a mirrorless camera. With this camera, you can actually get your pictures looking crispy and good. But not regarding that fact, if you don't have the money or the budget for such expensive cameras, you can start with whatsoever low DSLR you have, because to my understanding so far, shooting nightclub photography, the success of nightclub pictures looking good and crispy is the constant understanding of your exposure triangle, how you're able to manipulate your settings in a particular way to get good and crispy pictures for your clients. On the next I have is Speedlight. You need the Speedlight flash to actually make your image look very sharp and give them more clarity. Yes, it will enhance more clarity on your pictures too. So don't forget these three basic things I have mentioned so far. So going into the settings you need for carrying out nightclub photography on your camera, and the first is the ISO. Make sure you keep your ISO at a low range. Basically, I shoot my nightclub pictures using an ISO at about 800 to 1600, but most times and always I know I shoot using the 800 value of ISO. This helps me to avoid my pictures to be overexposed and also to help me to let the ambience light have a role to play on those pictures. Yes. The next is actually shooting with a high shutter speed. As you know, the nightclub environment is a place where so many activities is being carried out. You see people dancing, you see happy moments, the vibe and euphoria of the music is all over the place, people vibing to it. So in order to get crispy pictures and to freeze or lock in the motion, you need a high shutter speed at about 1/100 or 1/125 per second. This works in line with your focal length also. Next up is actually using a wider aperture to separate the subject from the background. Yes, it is very indeed needed while shooting nightclub photography to actually lock out unnecessary or blur out unnecessary subjects that you don't want in your composition in your frame. It helps so much in actually letting the ambience lights come in and play a role in your pictures while shooting nightclub photographs. Also, don't forget to shoot in continuous focus mode, as this is seen in the Canon as AF Salvo and on the Nikon as AFC. This continuous focus helps to lock in the subject while you look out for angles to take your pictures from, not losing focus on your subject. This has helped me in so many instances, even with the rush in the environment to capture a particular moment. The continuous focus has helped me to actually achieve great pictures for nightlife or nightclub photographs that my clients had loved and appreciated. For a more detailed video in understanding your camera settings and your exposure triangle, click on the link at the top of this video and actually visit my photography tutorial playlist, where you can learn so much more in photography. Next tip I have to share with you is actually looking out for moments while shooting nightclub photographs, because moments such as the crowd is vital. Shooting the crowd from a unique angle is also vital, and try to tell stories also while shooting the crowd. Yes. The next thing is look out for the DJ booth. Shoot the DJ spinning his turntable and also the hype men and the MCs, the way they react or interact, the vibe with the whole euphoria in that nightclub environment is vital. Also, another thing is to look out for people at the bar drinking, turning a drink, actually vibing in one way or the other. Get all those memories for your customer, for your clients either, as it is vital also. And the drinks, look out for the interior, the drinks that are sampled there, the manner at which staffs are serving, the way the drinks is carried. Expensive drinks are meant to be valued, so there's a way you should take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the details. Those are details your clients will also need. And one other interesting fact or important fact to look out for is actually researching your clients before shooting nightclub photographs for them, because you need to know what they've had in their portfolio, their business pages or websites, so you can create something better that matches their standard, rather than shooting images that are decluttered or that doesn't even match up to their brand identity. So that is an important factor for you to look out for while shooting nightclub photographs. Another important factor to look out for is actually shooting in raw formats. Yes, when you shoot in raw formats, it helps you to tweak your pictures, take up your exposure and the contrast, saturation, color corrections without the picture losing its value. It still maintains that sharp and professional value. Whereas you shooting in JPEGs, it just leaves your picture over noisy and decluttered. So the best advice is for you to shoot in RAW, not minding the space you have. That is why it's advised to shoot with large memory cards or storages during nightlife photography. So another thing to look out for also is to use Lightroom software for editing your nightclub pictures or nightlife pictures, as the case may be, because they have different functionalities you can use to tweak your pictures without even retouching those pictures, because retouching nightclub pictures, it's not even important. So you just need to be able to enhance your lighting setup, balance your contrasts and whatsoever way, and also synchronize your edits on the particular picture to the rest of the pictures you have. So Lightroom is the world's leading photo editing or lighting software we have right now, and most photographers all over the world can recommend Lightroom for editing nightlife or nightclub pictures. Another thing to actually look out for is taking permission from people or regulars while shooting. You don't just pop up your camera in front of someone's face at the club to shoot his. You don't know who he is or whatsoever he's involved in, or he's trying to keep his image away from the public. So you should try and seek for their consent before taking pictures, because most people don't actually like the paparazzi lifestyle. They just want to live up privately so as not to get embarrassed either. Try to actually seek their consent before taking pictures of them. Those are my tips actually for succeeding while shooting nightclub photographs. Do well to communicate with me by leaving a comment down this comment section. Let me know if there are any other tips you think that's not here that should be here, and if you've been shooting nightclub photographs, let me know too. I could check out your content, and don't forget to check out my business content through the link on my description on my Instagram also. Thank you actually for being my audience today. It's been a great pleasure dishing out this information to you guys. Hope you enjoyed every bit of this information I have shared. Don't forget to like this video and also give me a subscribe, as I will rank for this video and it will give value to people in different parts of the world that this content gets in touch with. Thank you and bye for now. See you next time.